Hey Sagittarius, it's your reading today, February the 2nd, 2024. I hope that 2024 started off really good for everybody, and let's get to it. Real quick interruption. Just letting you know, I now have a Patreon membership available if you would like an extended reading. The extendeds, or to have access to all of them, is $7 a month. The information for that is in the bottom part of this video or over on the About section in YouTube. For $7 a month, you become a second tier member of the Southeastern Soul Tribe. Hope to see you there. Let's see what's going on in your world for Sagittarius Collective. Angels, ancestors, guides, spirit. Please come into this reading for my Sagittarius Collective for the highest good, for their emotional, spiritual growth, improvement of their relationships of all kinds, and in love for Sagittarius. New moon in Libra, a new romantic cycle begins. New moon in Pisces, meditate and contemplate. And for what you may not see, the energy is gaining momentum with the waxing moon. Well, so both of these are new moons. Typically, or the general rule is in the new moon energy is when you are supposed to manifest new things. So this is talking about bringing in new or creating better relationships with Libra being here. This could also refer to the number 10 for October 9 and 10, which means you might be getting ready to complete a cycle, which makes sense because the next thing up is the number 1 for the renewal of a cycle or the start of a new one. And also, this is asking you to bring in more it's Pisces, so it's more emotionality, listening to your intuition a little bit more. In order to calm down the mind, maybe meditating more often, creating a more sacred space for you going forward. And maybe creating a sacred space within your relationships. It's about balance. Notice these two fish swimming back and forth, and Libra is about balance with the scales there. So it's one thing happening on one side that's happening on the other. Evening things out. Maybe evening things out within a relationship. Maybe slowing your thought processes down. Especially if you're getting hasty or ahead of yourself regarding something within relationships with the energy gaining momentum. That's something to look at too, Sag. So let's pull a numerology card for you to see where we're at with that. Numerology messages for Sagittarius Collective. Angels, ancestors, guides, spirits for Sagittarius. I think it's interesting. Everything's about the new moon. The new moon that's coming up here, the soonest is going to be in 7 days. So next Friday is on February the 9th is the new moon in Aquarius. And I've been reminding everybody on their reads about that. With the new moon being a significant time slot or space for Sagittarius energy, understand that that could be a timing indicator for you that something within this cycle may come to fruition or be generated more heavily on the 9th of February. And it may also include that Aquarian energy, which is what is going to be best for everybody involved. Also, sharing resources, giving to others to help the betterment of an entire scenario or entire group of people. But if it's about relationships, it's just improving the relationships all the way around you, possibly. And meditating, contemplating, really taking a step back and going within and balancing with the balance here, head and heart, logic and emotions. Numerology messages for Sagittarius. All right, Sag, manifestation. I'm not surprised. What did we just say? The new moon. So what have you been trying to manifest? What have you been trying to create over this period of time? Anything that you're trying to manifest, understand that you think about it. You create the idea in your being. You create a plan to go toward it. You take your first step and start heading in that direction. But if you're actively manifesting something, then you're giving it up to, I'll need this or better. So you step into it, you take the action toward it. That's one of the tricks to manifestation. And then you let go and let God. Focus your attention somewhere else while you physically do the little things each day that goes toward whatever that manifestation is. Self-love with the number 61. So the number 8 is here. Look up that number, see what that means for you. The number 6, the number 1, the number 61, and the number 7 would be prevalent in this. Self-love is about giving to yourself. That can fall in the meditate and contemplate situation. You can only love somebody else as much as you love yourself. Self-love is not selfish. And on the hidden bottom side of that, health. Yes, maybe your health has been waning. There's a look at the number 7, the number 1, the number 71, and then the number 8, which came out in this other card. So maybe pay attention to your health, mental health, physical health, all the health. I'll just leave that there, and you do with that what you need to. Angels, ancestors, guides, and spirits for our Sagittarius collective. Sagittarius. I don't know what to think about this reading. In the recent past, there was something gaining momentum for sure, picking up pace. Probably something with work, but not in a good sense, so to speak. But it wasn't too big of a deal. It might have been something at work. I'm hearing something at work. It was moving too fast. Sagittarius wanted to slow it down, I think, or an earth sign. Something about stability, money. Um, Someone here may not have had all their shit together at all. It could have been one of them situations where someone that used to go really slow just all of a sudden hit the gas pedal and then things started falling apart a little bit. But I don't feel like that was you. I feel like that was somebody else. I mean, it could have been an earth sign, but I'm not going to say that for sure. I think that's more about the energy. Because for you currently, if this is you or however you put this, somebody's sitting here very, very happy. Crossed by 10 of Pentacles, which is very, very happy and abundant. But how can that abundance block that much happiness? Why is it crossing? Well, maybe it's a burden. Maybe an overabundance or all this abundance is a burden for someone. 10 of Cups is happy family, happy life, content. Somebody's hoping here that they're going to be able to juggle more than one thing or something about kids. The kids, the dog, and the joker's here. Can I keep these two balls in the air? I'd sure like to. I would like to have happiness and money, stability. I'd like to be able to balance my work life and my home life. I don't want to be alone. That's what it says. I don't want to be alone. In the near future, there comes a choice. Love is in the air. Maybe a Gemini. But love is definitely in the air. There is a connection that's coming in. This is for sure something new. That says the new romantic cycle begins. Meditate, contemplate. It's something you've been manifesting for a while. That used to go really, really slow, and now the momentum is picked up. One problem. Communication. Messages. Not happening. Or someone's afraid to. Higher commitments, higher education, higher family hierarchy, house energy, stubborn, fixed energy. This guy's teaching younger or teaching people. Here's a younger water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, quite possibly, as an outside influence. That's somebody who is not afraid to show love, emotion. Somebody you've known before, Sag, but yet they're not brand new, but they're not like a family member. This is somebody who takes action forward, not afraid to. They have confidence and everything, but they're full of love. They got a lot of love to give. There's people fawning all over this person, but they don't even notice them. They're like, get off me. You. That's the outside energy that's coming in. Meanwhile, over here, Taurus is sitting here with the house. In the house. Gaining knowledge. teaching others, stable. This Knight is looking over here at this lack of communication or conversation. In the near future, there is a celebration. There's a commitment. But then a little bit after that, the wheel stops turning. Someone finds out the truth. Somebody's trying to block this wheel from turning, preventing the cycle from ending. Looking at all the options. How can we make this slow down? Stop with this momentum. I can't juggle all this. I need to maintain what I have. I don't have time for new things. Someone is not looking at hopes and dreams. They don't want to be alone, yet they don't even know what they want. They don't care about the others in the scenario. That's Aquarius energy in the reverse. Here's Leo energy in the reverse. Somebody who's tired. Somebody who hasn't completed something. There's still a lesson unlearned, unfinished business here. Routines are out of whack. They haven't chosen to do anything new yet, and they're stuck in this prison of the mind. It's making them feel isolated. This is someone who feels isolated within a connection. You know why? Because someone here is trying to juggle two things. Too much. Twos are here. Yes. We had completion here. We just completed something. This new thing comes in and it throws a wrench in the whole game. Now somebody's blocking. They're trying to stop it. And Spirit's asking Sagittarius to think about this. You asked for this. You manifested this to come in. And now you don't want to talk. You want to stay at the house. You don't want to deal with it. But here it is. Now you're making a commitment. This commitment is actually not about a romantic situation at all. This commitment is to stopping the wheel from turning right now. This tells me that someone in this scenario is saying, stop. You're going too fast. I want to look at all the options out there. I'm going to go over here and take a hold of everything that I've got, and I'm going to hold on to it. I don't care what your dreams are. I don't care what you want. I don't have the energy for this. I still have something left to do over here. I'm not going to get a routine together and go in this direction. And I feel like this soulmate soul contract is pushed out of the picture. because of this. Page of Wands in reverse. So someone in this scenario can see that someone is making advances, doing something, but their maturity level is not in the right place. One person's maturity level is not up here. Somebody is the Hierophant. Somebody's a teacher. Somebody has their crap together. And another person is emotionally stuck in something. Maybe even still in a relationship that they haven't completed a cycle with. Therefore, instead of looking at all this stuff revolved around that, not taking care of their health, quite possibly. Here, the next card down is the environment. And Spirit's advice here with these moon cards were plain and simple. Adjustments are required. The energy is gaining momentum, and you're trying to slow it down. Meditate and contemplate. Figure out what you really want, because right now, one person in this scenario is not paying attention to either the other one's hopes and dreams or not even going with what they want. It's like they don't care. Yes, it's your manifestation. Didn't you get that 8 card? Yep, it's your manifestation. Self-love is not selfish. Pay attention to your health and the environment. That's a tough message, Sag. I don't know if this is you or the person you're dealing with. Let me go over these signs for those sign people out there. We have Taurus, Leo, Gemini, and Aquarius. One person's trying to slow crap down. Commitments here. Trying to juggle. Maybe even juggling 2 relationships. I do get awful lot of 2s and 4s. Option hunting. This particular deck has 2 lovers in it. It's also got 2 Capricorn cards in it, but it's not often that I get 2 lovers cards in the same read. When I do, with this 2 of Pentacles over here, in the hopes and dreams, shit. That's somebody that is manifesting the ability to juggle these 2 commitments, these 2 relationships, these 2 things. Piscean energy is sitting here because somebody knows some things they're not telling everything. So Pisces is here and Libra's here. Pisces, Libra, Taurus, Capricorn. No, not Capricorn. Maybe a water sign, but it's more like Gemini, Aquarius, Leo, Pisces, and Libra. Spirit, why is this 9 of Pentacles in reverse in the recent past? There was a lot of work being put into something that they felt like they didn't have a lot of options about, and the momentum began to pick up here. A lot of work or concentration put into something. The fact that the energy is picking up momentum created a feeling of happy family, happy life, and it's crossed by all this abundance that's here. But that is kind of getting in the way, the fact that all this abundance is here, which is ironic. And I think it is because now somebody has manifested more than what they expected. Now all of a sudden everything's sitting in their lap. I got this over here and this over here. I've made commitments over here. I got this one looking at me, you know, and I'm not communicating very good. I'm holding something back. I'm holding back communication because if I go forward with it, the wheel's going to turn and I can't put the brakes on this. I need to hang on to what I've got. I'm trying to hold on to both, to all this with this Two of Pentacles and the hopes and dreams. By doing that, it's creating a blockage. It's going to, this, the energy will gain momentum. And then, you know what's going to end up happening? If I kept looking down through there, I bet you the Tower comes in. Or the Ten of Swords or something. Now I'm curious. There's a past life connection. What'd I say? There it is. You're talking. Let's see how many cycles that would be. That's one. Yep. This energy carries on. In 2 to 3 months, the Tower's going to come in. So you can bank on, if this juggling don't end that's going on right here, if this energy don't change up a little bit, then come about somewhere between now and May, there's going to be a Tower. And you know how it's going to happen? One of the connections is going to drop. It's going to go down to only one connection sitting in there. It may just be a past life situation, which will balance things out a little bit. But then a whole Tower comes in. Hey, Sag. Just letting you know, this is the first time I've split up a video. It turns out when I went to play that video back, it was extremely long. It was too long to put on YouTube. So therefore, I've decided to make an extended out of it. It looks like it's come to the point where my readings will get extensive. And since they are, that content is going to be available over on Patreon. Anyway, I'm going to leave the reading off here. If you'd like the extended, please head to Patreon. If you'd like a personal reading, please see the information below here. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do so over here. This transition will be smoother going forward. I didn't know it was going to turn out that way, but I certainly don't want to lose the content in the reading either. But it does take a lot of time. So I appreciate you hanging in there. I hope the reading, if you're unable to go to Patreon, gave you what you need for now. Stay tuned for more readings. If you need any more further information, please hit me up. Check me out on TikTok. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Please join. I'd love to see you a little bit more. Anyway, otherwise, love and light.